There'll be a 2K Crossfire episode. I'll be probably filming next week with some guys for some topics. I'm going to be talking about next week as well, like where does Seldom's draft stock currently stand? I want to talk about that. In my next episode, I want to talk about his draft stock. Kind of want to talk about top guys coming into next year. I got a lot of things, a lot of pre-draft things that I got, in the works right now that I'm working on. Like I said, guys, it's that time of the year. I know a lot of people like this time of the year for content, so please do me a favor. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. If you guys could please, I lowered the amount of ads for you guys just to make it a little better for you guys for your experience tonight because I know it's been a while since I've streamed. So I thought I'd treat you guys and run less ads. If you get ads, then sub up, okay? But here, do me a favor, guys. Let's get some more people in here. So I'm gonna repeat myself. Please click that link, smash the retweet button. Let's get it out there. Let's let people know. I know it's a late stream. Please. Let's retweet. Let's retweet this. Get this going. Um, what was your preseason predictions? You want me to pull up the preseason predictions? I can pull them up. I'll pull up my while you guys are retweeting that, I'll actually pull up my preseason predictions just so you guys can have an idea of what I thought from the beginning and what it is now. Give me one moment. Whoop. What's up? What's up, Froome? What's up? Bum 2K. What's up, Hurricane Horse 420, man? How's it going? Um, this was after week one. Ooh, ooh, no, hang on. All right, let's switch over to the screen. Let's switch over to the screen. This is the one. Hang on. Let me pull this up. I have it on Twitter right now. Hold up. Hold up. This is interesting. Hold up. Uh, this is, this is interesting. This was from a group of guys early in the year. Oh, what can I? Just real quick. There we go. This was So we did this early in the year. It was Joe, Versa, Hami, and Yay. We did this right before the season started. Like I think it was a couple days before the season started. Yo, what's up, Cooks? Yo, what's up, Cooks? This is gonna be fun. Cook's about to have his feet up and kicked up and watch. We're gonna go. We're gonna review through some old content just to show some context. So Versa didn't see you guys. Yeah, so look, two teams that we had as pretenders won titles this year. Joe got all his contenders right. Joe did a good job. Look at this. Joe had three of his contenders made it to the final four. Joe absolutely cooked. Yeah, Joe cooked. I'm not gonna lie. If Joe, if you're in here, yo, Joe went crazy, bro. Hang on. We gotta give a round of applause, bro. Like, chat. Let's give a round of applause to Joe because Joe hit on this one. Who did the worst? Ye had Hawks, Jazz, and Pacers for contenders. Hmm. Hmm. Tommy had the only one Tommy did really bad, obviously, was the Cavs. Um, versus was a lot of that. We did have a lot of pretenders, right? Hey, let's go, Cooks. Appreciate the freaking sub, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You won't have to worry about any ads. Like I said tonight, guys, I lower the ads because special stream. It's been the first time I'm back in a long time. So, like I said, I won't be running it, as many ads as I normally do because I want to make sure that you guys get a good experience tonight. You guys have a good time. Uh, Let me just add something real quick, guys. Trying to add something. Cooks. Wait, hang on, let me read the chat real quick. He said I was losing every game around. See you on the T1 side recording. Couldn't believe my boy was going against me. Hello, like number one. So I don't think you realized what I was doing, Cooks. So did you notice how Joe was behind you and I was behind Bear? We were recording both of you guys. So we were record. I was recording from behind Bear and getting your guys' facial expressions. Joe was filming from behind you and getting their facial expressions. That's what we were doing. That's why we were on both sides. Oh yeah, you should have got 3-0'd. You got lucky, kid. You got lucky. Cooks got lucky. Cooks, you play like Cooks. I'm not gonna lie, man. Had some bad games in them finals. What's up? What's up, Glizzy? What's up? Nah, congrats to Cooks, man. Congrats to Cooks, man. I won't violate. I won't violate him too much. I won't violate him too much. Uh, anyway, let's go to what else? What other content? This was our. Oh, this was tip off. This was our predictions and tip off for things. Oh, here was our award predictions. This was with me, JT, Sherm, and Jack, JBM. We all had Gallo Rookie of the Year. I had Ant Season Rookie of the Year. I had Deep Shifty. He had Sherm Crush. Dave Fry was well, that's a good one by JT there. Guy was defensive player for JBM there. MIP, I had Antoine, Baez, Nemo. Damn. Coach of the Year, I had Nick. Len was Sherms. Mike Newton. Len. Damn. That's crazy. You want me to pull up the box scores? All right, here. I got you. Hang on. Jesus, how do I change the freaking thing that's under? Let me look at that. Bottom right. Okay. Okay, 7 for 16, 4 for 11 from three. Folks, what's going on here, man? What's going on here? 4 for 11. Johnny carrying you. Dimes was not like he definitely was killing it. He was playing against Dave Fried too. You have to do bad in the finals though. Awkward 4 for 10. That's tough. They just weren't getting any like real production out of their offense. You guys had really good defense. Your guys' defense was incredible. Some of the best defense I've seen in years. I mean, might be next to that. That defense that you guys had in the playoffs was different. One turnover, the last 7 for 11. 7 for 9. Oh, this is your good game. This is when Johnny wasn't like going crazy. Dimes. Look at Dimes with 28. Look at that, man. I knew Dimes was playing well. I didn't know he had 28 in the one game. When you're in studio, it's so hard to know what the numbers are. You're just seeing someone going in. You're just like, yo, he's working. But I didn't know he had 28. No wonder he got MVP. Shit. Appreciate the follows, Midnight. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate all the follows, guys. Yeah. This game, I'm trying to see what happened in this game. Tough game. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You at this point, you better get MIP. They got to give you something for your season, bro. I'll be real with you. They gotta like. So we were actually having this conversation. So they do have the MVP finalists. I'll pull that up real quick. I don't think they'll have finalists for every award, but I think the MVP is a finalist thing. So shout out to the 70 viewers in here, guys. Please hit that follow button, hit that sub, so you guys don't get no ads. Like I said, if we get like 10 or 15 subs, I'll turn ads off for the entire stream. Oh, appreciate the host, my guy. Hang on, let me see. I don't know why it doesn't pop up for me. This is why I hate Twitch, bro. Wait. Yo, appreciate the 21 host, Kings World. Appreciate it, man. Sorry. I don't know why. I gotta fix my notification. Appreciate sub Bond. Like I said, guys, if we get to like 10, 15 subs, I'll turn ads off completely. Because I don't need ads on right now. I'm just trying to have a good time with the community. You got hit with 6 ads, really? Go to the last game. Let me see what you did in this last game. Oh, this was money. This is the money game. This is where Cooks turns it on, right? This is where Cooks turns it on. Money game. You're not getting the ads because you got the glitch 2K Twins. I know you do. I know you know the glitch like JT does. That's crazy, bro. Let me have a good night. Monopoly lobby's up. I'm stunned, Cooks. I got you, bro. If you Yo, you gonna go in there with you gonna go in there and bet 10K? 10K lobbies right now, Cooks? That'd be crazy. Uh yeah, you went off in that last game. Definitely cooked. All right. Y'all, you ads, man. Happens to the best of us. Let me see this game three. I know game three was rough for Cooks. Oh, there it is. There it is. Busted. But anyway, that was our award prediction at the beginning of the year. Did any of us even come close? I had not a single one of my predictions did shit. Actually, oh no, yeah. Yo, you in New York? Let me know when you're back. I'll DM you my address, but let me know when you're back in New York, bro. Because I might just come. I mean, I come out to New York so often anyway. Oh, you guys want to see this? You guys want to see these? You guys want me to go through these? My bold predictions, or do you guys want me to go right to retainments? Do the predictions. This is just these were my bold predictions. Finals MVP. I got that one wrong. NBA2KLeague champs. Nope. Dominate Western Conference. A choke for Steve Wolves. Oh, that's wrong. What's wrong? SW3 team. Nope. Still on ads. All right, listen, I'll turn ads off. I got you guys. That means you guys got to sub up, man. Show some support, man. Here, listen, I'll turn ads off for you guys tonight. But just remember, in the future, ads is coming back on, man. I'll turn them off. Actually, no, I'll make it like I'll space them out every hour, and I'll make them like 1 minute. Is that fair for you guys? Is that fair, chat? You only get 1 minute ads every hour. All right, I just changed it for you guys. You see this? It's exclusive screen. What you get when you're a partner. Okay, you saw it on stream, so there's no saying I didn't do it. All right, all right, chat. There's no saying I didn't do it. Literally did it on stream for you guys to see. Probably saw something you weren't supposed to see either. Appreciate the sub. Um, did it for you guys. All right. All right, we're about to get to entertainments. I got you. I got you. I got you. I just wanted to. Dave Fry is an MVP candidate. Akra would be defensive player of the year, back to back. Tao hit his groove. Push the team to the top three. I'm just running through these real quick. Day will be all defensive team. He'll be the all suspension team. I don't know about the all defensive team, all suspension team. Sick will lead the league in triple doubles. That didn't happen. Kane will be top five and 3v3. No, fifth seed. Just getting into playoffs. I kind of was close with that one. Struggle with identity, sitting in the middle, the sixth or seventh seed. We got Nets. If IAs has highest points per game, shooting guard, shots, MVP candidate. He got game struggles and his top in turnovers. I'm pretty sure that might be accurate. Fifth seed or sixth seed fighting for the last playoffs game. They kind of were there. They were close. Zay broke rules. That's all I'll say. I can tell you the all-time earners. I mean, I'm sure you moved up a lot. I didn't finish that. I was working on that off stream. Um, show you guys something. Watch your eyes, guys. All right, I didn't make the graphic for it, but Lux GG made $600,000 this year. All right, well that's actually no, yeah, 542. 542. That's what they made this year. But I haven't updated this. This is my I have all time earnings. I haven't updated it, so I'll get into that another day. That's kind of another stream. 630 will continue to carry this team. Joe Mar will have a down season. 3 seed in the West. Ticket team struggling all season was their floor. Was a business. PG will struggle. Not a bad one. Perfect. Who does league bench? Who does league bench retain? Yo, that is wait what? Mama returns to his glory days. Yeah, I was just trolling on that one, bro. You just want to be included. Dick will be the defensive block, best defensive block in the Eastern Conference. He definitely was one of the better locks. Duck will be an MVP candidate. Jesus Christ, what was I doing? Oh my god, Birch, dude, Birch Tree, Ticket Team, 60. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll stop reading to these guys. I promise. I'm just Maddie will go to PG after tip off. Magic will have a bottom five offense in the entire league. Some will be traded. Ticket team at best, fighting for food scraps, and a bottom three team in the East. Jesus, I was ruthless on the Magic. I knew they were gonna be bad. One of the worst defensive teams. Witness will be rookie of the year candidate. House shall be top three center. Let's see playoff bubble team. What did I say about the Lakers? First round it. Did they get first rounded? They had a bye, didn't they? And they technically, I mean, they didn't get first rounded, but damn, man, this will let down. I know Duck MVP is crazy, bro. Celtics top defensive team, mid of the league for offense. Taser will be the top three in steals. Ticket team, lottery team planning to blow up the entire roster. Grizz game will win a 3v3 title. BP and J Money will be one of the worst 5v5 backcourts and duos. J Raw will be the worst player in the NBA 2K League. Take a team 5v5 title 3v3. Worst team in the NBA 2K League is Timo MIP, Killy best 3v3 PG, Mario worst center in the league. Take a team in 5v5, but contenders in 3v3. Worst team in the league in 5v5. That's not bad. Push G's. Gallo is rookie of the year. Genji's number one team in the Eastern Conference. Top five defense. Eastern Conference champs. Loses in the finals. No worse than fifth. I'm going to retainments. I promise. What's up, Mar? What's up? What's up? I promise. There's only a couple more retainments left. There's only a couple more of these. 2 seed. Number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. I got the 1 seed. Bucket will be Bohio 2.0 and have the worst season as a PG. He actually did not have the worst season this year, but he's still around there. Locker room will fall apart. Team will give up very fast. Cigar will be rookie of the year candidate, which he is a rookie of the year candidate. No higher than 7th seed, bottom 3 team conference. Johnny Red will be rookie of the year candidate. Pondo will be the kryptonite of this team, which they traded him. Cooks will be a top 5 guard in the West, Western Conference Finals, and lose 5th seed and have an up and down performances. I was 1 game off of how far they would make it, guys. Dead last in the entire league for the Cavs. Room will be the second worst lock. Jaden will be a top 5 shooting guard. Rebuild season, 0% chance of playoffs. Worst team in the Western Conference. Pretty sure. I don't know if it's got game. I don't know who exactly the worst season. I think it's all the predictions that I had. Yeah, that's the. And then the rest of this content's not really. Oh, here. This is the power rankings. This is what I was looking for. So hang on, cut off. This was the preseason power rankings. This is what I wanted to show you guys before we got into retainments. I don't have the stats. I can't. I don't want to take stats. I don't have permission. Worst at each position. I mean, I can't show that on stream. Can't show that. Hang on. I can't. I'll look at it. Let me look at it off stream. I can't show it on stream. Yeah, they were a non-playoff team, man. Yeah. A lot happened, man. Yep. All right. So we'll get into retain. It's time for retainments. Oh wait, do I have the draft grades? Oh, I do. What did I say about the Bucks draft grade? Gave an F to the Grizz. What did I get the Bucks? Give them a B minus. Solid B minus. Oh man. All right. Well, let's get this off my screen. Let's get Twitter off here. Get into it. They gave me the amateur jerseys. What do you mean? Bucks did shock the 2K will. Well, y'all just noticed that I got the amateur jerseys here, bro. I had to get myself a collection of amateur jerseys, man. That's crazy, bro. I don't know. I don't think I got basketball gods. There was a whole box of them. I tried to grab ones I could. I didn't want to take them all, but I took some of the ones I thought that I'd like. What's up, Greens? How's it going, man? So no, this is not the new list. So this is the previous list. This is the previous list that I did mid-season. So we're gonna edit this because obviously you see some people on here. Yeah, I need to get some. I need to get some pro jerseys though too. So this was the previous retainment slash unretainment that I had mid-season or midway to the season. So this was my predictions midway through. Obviously, there's some things that have changed right now. So this was like right after the trade window ended, and I did this because you can obviously see is Radiant on the. I think the one. Wait, where's Radiant? Is he on the Pistons? Yeah. So see how Radiant's still on the Pistons here. This is right before the Radiant trade. So what we'll do because I had him here. Where's Ant Season? Oop, oh, can't see that. Damn, I'm exposing my content before it's supposed to be up. So let me just change something because I don't know if I have. I might have to pull up Ant Season. Hold up, wait a minute. Thought I was finished. Let me pull something up real quick, guys, because I have to get Ant Season's picture real quick. Um. Yeah. No, this is the old list, and I'm going to update it. Where is Ant Season? Oh, still on the, I think he was on the Knicks at this time. Yeah, Ant Season. You can't retain everybody, Mr. Clutch. So there's multiple rumors going on about what the actual rule is going to be. I don't have anything official. I have basically nothing. So let me just get Ant Season and put him on his current team that he's on. So on sorry, I just had to fix that. Is there anybody else on here that's incorrect? Like I said, this was an old one. This was an old one. But we'll go team by team. I'll kind of discuss why certain people. We'll kind of talk about. A couple teams do need to run it back. One team that does not need to run it back is the Blazers. So we're going to. So for every team, if you guys notice, I kind of have like a little chart here that shows. So I'm gonna fade them out if I don't think they're gonna be on the team. So the obviously bucket, I don't think it's gonna be back. Randoms will be back. They're not gonna. So I have a very special shout out to. Listen, can we do me a favor, guys? The graphic I'm about to show you, every NBA 2K League team is about to take this graphic from me. So the graphic I'm about to show you, every 2K League coach and GM is going to use this graphic. So before I release it, I just want to give a huge shout out to my guy Fox, the guy who always collects the most data, most information. Hopefully the Warriors continue to hold on to him because that guy is one of the most valuable resources in this community. He's the one who collected this data. I just made it into a graphic. So without further ado, I will show you a very special graphic. So here, this graphic will show you the draft picks coming into season 6. So if you guys can see, this shows you who has what first, who has what seconds, third, and fourth, who has whose pick. So this is the reason I created this, is so that I can know who has what picks, so I know what they can give up to bring back how many players. So the Bucks cannot bring back 4, because in order to bring back 4, and the rumor right now is that you have to have a first and second, and you can bring back 4. Like you can bring back 4. But if you only bring back 3, it's going to be, I think first one's free. Other one is like a second and third. A third and a fourth. And then if you want to bring back 4 people, it's a first and I think yeah. So this is a very good graphic. This graphic is very informative. I have both sides. Like I said, Coach GMs, if you want the actual graphic, please DM me. Like I said, if you want a clear graphic, because like I said, you're not going to get a clear version unless I send it to you. But shout out to Fox for helping me collect this data. And like I said, if you send this to your higher ups, future reference for any GM or coach, if I find out that you take my information and send it to your higher ups and use it as your own, I'm going to have a conversation, because you can't be using my information as a source and not do your own research. That's going to just move forward into this pre-draft. Because last pre-draft, I had a interesting thing brought to me from an email from from an organization that told me something. So moving forward this year, if any organizations use my information or my data, please contact me, because I don't like, if you're like, it's one thing to just look at it, like it's one thing to like be here and like post it, I don't care, but if you're gonna use my data and my information and use it as your own and send it to your org, that's not okay. So I just want to put that out there for anyone who's listening. Please, I don't care if you ask me, have my permission, and at least give me credit, and not I get an email and ask, hey, is this yours? Because this was submitted to us. So I don't ever want to see an email like that again. Because that upset me. So anyway, as I was saying, like I said, this graphic should be very useful for a lot of people. I will be posting it. I'll try to update it when I can. Reason I bring this graphic up is because, so if the retainment rule is, in order to bring 4 back, you have to sacrifice, I think it's a fourth, a first, a second. You want to bring back 4 before expansion. After expansion, it will be permission or detention. Yeah. No, but seriously, no, like I said, like the individuals who did it, I have not contacted them, but like I said, I'll let it slide because I didn't say anything. But moving forward, if an organization is to use my mock drafts, if you are to use my list, if you are to use scouting reports that I've made, you need to talk to me and have my permission, because I don't want that email again. But as I was saying, because I know a lot of people kind of troll and say that no one uses my information, but they do. Because I've learned that. I learned that this year. I've learned that. But anyway, as I was saying, so basically the retainment, previously the way retainment would work, if you wanted to bring back 3, it would cost, first one's a free, you don't have to use an asset. I mean, you don't have to use a pick. Then if you wanted to bring the other 2, it's a third and a fourth. And then after expansion, you would use your first to bring back the 4th additional player. This year, they're making it to where if you want to bring all 4 back before expansion, this is a rumor. I don't know what's going to be the official ruling, but you would have to use a first and second, and I think it'd probably be a 4th, and you'd probably keep your 3rd. I don't know what that last piece would look like, but you're gonna have to, like, if you want to keep all 4 before expansion, you're gonna have to sacrifice your first and second. You wouldn't have like a pick until like the 3rd or 4th round. So, example. So everyone, I know a lot of people probably saw cover photo to this where I posted that Dimes Unretained. So let me explain to you why it might be smart for the Bucks to do that going start the expansion. So there is a rumor that there is an expansion team. I will not announce what they are, who they are from. I'm going to keep that information to myself, but there is a rumor that it's an expansion team. But like I said, if the expansion goes the way it should, if there is an expansion team, um, so I don't know if there'll be multiple. As of right now, I have not heard more than one. I've only heard one constantly from many people. I mean, contractually, why can't they? Well, because you need to have my permission, like anything in the world. Like, if I, like, there's a lot of data, there's a lot of things that, like, if you're using my thing to make money, essentially, you need, like, especially if you're using it for research, like, it's like a research paper. If I want to research something about cancer and I want to write it in my paper, I have to credit the person I got the information from. You cannot take my information and then send it to your organization and say it's yours, because that's what happened, and that's the email I got from somebody's boss from an organization. So do not take my information this year without my permission. You can DM me, we can conversate and talk, but do not take my information without my permission. And especially, I don't care if you post it or you look at it, but do not submit it to your organization as your own tool and your own like stuff. Like, just don't do that. Like that's all I ask. Like, there's fine lines between things. Like, I don't, like I said, yeah, like there was a they basically the individuals, there's two different individuals that took my information and sent it to their organizations as their own. So basically, like a mock draft I made, they said it was their mock draft. No, they're it. No, so technically, it's my information. Like, you can repost stuff, but if you're submitting something like that, there's a difference between like me posting something on social media versus me like doing something for my like submitting it to my organization. There's a huge difference. There's a huge it, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. I did look into it, but like I said, rar. Yo, mom is a troll. But as I was saying, um, going back to this graphic here. So, like I said, for the people who weren't here who didn't see this graphic, this is the season 6 picks right now. This is a layout of everything. Um, Shout out to Fox again for this. But going into it, Fox GG is not able to bring back 4 players right now. No matter what the rule, whether it's the old rule or the new rule that's rumored, um, they won't be able to do it. So the Bucks, the smart move by the Bucks here, and it's kind of a tough move to make, and I don't know if they'll do it. So if the Bucks want to bring back 4 players, the smart move for them to do is to bring back 2, and I'll explain. Okay, so this was my predictions early in the year. This was back around like the trade window. I had Cooks, Johnny, and Dimes at the time. I still would probably stick with that, but I have a weird like, it's tough because if pretty sure to follow Harris Rana. If Dimes didn't get Finals MVP and stick out that much, I would say they could probably get away in expansion where the team wouldn't take him. But now that he's brought a lot of attention to him as a player and his obviously overall, everything, they're not going to be able to bring back, like, they're going to have to probably hold on to Dimes now. So it's like, but if they just bring back 2, there is a possibility that they can bring back 4. So Bucks GG, if they do 2 before expansion, they can bring the other 2 guys back. They're losing somebody no matter what. So the Bucks are losing one of their guys because I guarantee the expansion team will take one of their guys. It's about who can you lose and who's the most like. I don't want to say who's the most expendable, but who can you like? Who's the person that you can lose and this team will still be a title contender next year? Like who can you like lose but the team will still be a contender? So like, what do you guys think on this team that you can lose and the team still be good? Smells like money. It sure does. So I don't. I like if this team was able to have Cooks, Johnny, Dawsix, and Cease coming into next year, and all they have to do is replace their center. I'm just saying. I'm being honest. Like Dimes is good. Like Dimes did his thing in the finals and the championship, but I'm saying like if they play their cards right, and maybe the expansion team doesn't even take Dimes, and that's even better. Like that's my thing. If the expansion team decides not to take Dimes, like if Dimes basically says I don't want to play for them, and they're just like whatever, we won't even like bother with it, then the Bucks are golden. You know what I mean? Like I just think that no matter what, you're gonna lose somebody in expansion. You might as well hold two, so then you can bring back four people for next year. Yeah, but like I'm saying, like listen, Dimes would probably get taken, but I'm just saying like it's a numbers game in this league, and you're gonna lose a player no matter what because you just won the title. Every expansion usually at one player from the title team goes. So instead of going into the draft next year hoping that you can get Cease again, because if they do two, they bring back two, but if they do three, they're not going to be able to bring a fourth person, and they're going to have to take two more players in the draft. Well, yeah, not the Wiz. That's true. But normally, historically, there has been a lot of times. Well, Reese went. Reese went from the Wizards. That's not true. If there is an expansion, yeah. So if you don't like one, it matters how many like once a player is taken off. Like we're getting on with the predictions, though. That's what I'm talking about right now, Bobo. I'm talking about that's why I'm going into this. I already did the Blazers. I don't think the Blazers they're pretty straightforward. I'm just talking about the Bucks right now because this is obviously the championship team. So what I'm saying is, if I was the Bucks, I would probably I wouldn't be like you. I would take the risk of holding two and then being able to bring back four because they don't. So the Bucks don't have their first round pick, like I said here, so they won't be able to bring back four before expansion, and even after expansion, like if they only hold if they hold two before expansion, they lose their third and their fourth, or no, they only lose their fourth. You want to see the what do you want to see from the East? I haven't done it yet. Like I haven't done. I just started. This is the old one, Yusuf. This is the old graphic. I'm going through the graphic and re-editing it. Is what I'm doing. So right now I'm on the Bucks. Bucks GG. I mean, I personally, I'm gonna look at this as the smart way to go, and I'm gonna as long again. I don't know what the exact rules are. Yeah, if you can bring back four, you might lose Dimes, but you're able to bring four of your players back from the championship team. It's just like it's just like with the Wizards. The Wizards, yeah, they lost Reese, but they were able to bring a lot of their guys back. So, I mean, I would take the risk of bringing back. I want to bring back my numbers. I want to bring back four of the five guys from a title team. The tough thing, obviously, you're gonna have to replace that leadership of Dimes, and maybe the expansion team doesn't take Dimes. So as of right now, I'm gonna put like some people are gonna question what I'm doing, but the point is so they can bring back Dimes. So I'm gonna rename this protection predictions. This is gonna be protection predictions actually. I'm gonna rename this. I just think that from again, it's a tough task. Yeah, they're gonna take Dimes, but you're gonna bring back 4, so they'll be able to protect 4. No, like, so Cooks, what I'm explaining right now, Dimes, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Because if you don't retain 3 and you only do 2, if you only do 2, you can bring back 4 of the 5 players on the team. So you're taking the risk of them taking one of the 3 players because they're going to take one of them no matter what. So instead of only being able going into next season with 3 of your 3, I mean, it's either you go in with 3 or you go in with 5. I mean, you go in with 4. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You know what I mean? Either way, all 5 of these players on this roster will be on a team next year. It's all about what you prioritize. Can you get a lock like Dawes 6 in the draft next year in the 3rd or 4th round? Can you get a power forward like Cease in the 3rd or 4th round next year? Because that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. And those are 2 guys that have been phenomenal this year. Those guys have been phenomenal. Everybody on this team has been good. But you want to bring back as many of those great talented players as you can because that's what the Wizards have done over the years. So you're going to want to be able to bring back 4 of the 5 guys versus bringing back 3 of the 5. I'm just looking at the numbers. I'm looking at the logic. If you think I'm wrong, whatever. But like I said, we'll have to see the full rules of what they're doing this year. But based on the information I have and the rules that I've seen, you guys will understand why I'm doing this once they, like, if the rules that I've seen are true. Yeah, I mean, it's different. It's different for everybody. Will the Wizards be able to retain 4? I'm kind of new to all this. No. So the Wizards don't have their 1st round pick. So if you go to the Wizards here, they only have, so in order to bring back 4, you have to have your 1st round pick. The only way the Wizards will be able to bring back 4 is if they only hold 2, which they're the team that will probably do 3 because they like to keep their core of 3 together. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's kind of, isn't it fun? Isn't it funny, Cooks? Like the Nets kind of got screwed with your guys' 1st. That's crazy. But you want to know what's crazy too? Your 1st is not going to be the last pick in the 1st round. Your 1st might the Wiz likely will have the last pick in the 1st round, no matter what, because they were in the finals for both sides. So the Wiz pick, whoever has the Wiz 1st, which is who does have the Wiz 1st? I think it's in the West. So the Kings have the last pick in the 1st round. And then they have the Cleveland pick, which it's kind of up in the air where that is. I don't know where that is right now. The Lakers have a lottery pick. Yeah, you're probably got 23. When's the retainment deadline? Shit, man, the season just ended yesterday. So I mean, we'll I'm kind of just going off of like, information I got. But like I said, my logic is not that it's not that Dime should not be retained. It's that you can bring back 4 versus 3. Do you want to? Would you rather be able to bring back Cooks, Johnny, and Dimes, or would you rather bring back Cooks, Johnny, Dawes 6, and Cease? Dimes is going to be on a new. Dimes is basically going to take over an expansion team and run the team. So I mean, at the end of the day, Dimes is going to have his own new team, or he does. I mean, I just think it's either way. The players are all in good situations. Again, what I'm saying right now is probably going to happen after today because no one's looked into it yet. I'm the first person that's actually looking into this, and if the rules are as they've been rumored, the best thing for them to do is to hold the 2 and then let the other 3 sit out there because once one gets taken, the rest can't get taken. They bring back 4. Boom. It's pretty simple to me, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's why I make content, right? Right, Dimes? Anyway, as I was saying, Cavs Legion. So, I mean, they gave up stuff for Doc and Antoine, so I don't see why they would not get brought back. Walnut definitely is getting brought back. Might get traded. That might be a guy that gets pushed and gets traded. Fakey and Oreo likely going to be let go. The champ should have that option. If they had a first, they'd be fine, but they traded up their first to get Cooks. So, like I said, Dimes, I'm just trying. I'm doing what makes sense. Again, I know that I know that you just got Finals MVP, and you should be like respectfully, you should be brought back. But at the same time, if this team wants to make a return to the finals, do you want to walk in with your 3 of your 5 or your 4 of your 5? That's just the question that Lance and Patrick are going to have to make. And it's going to be a tough decision. Maybe they make a deal with the expansion team to get a pick. I don't know, but they're going to have to do some type of swindling to bring back all of you guys, or to bring if that's realistic, which is not going to happen probably. Oh no, this was old. I'm changing this. That's gonna get changed. That's old. Anyway, the Cavs. I don't really see anything. The Cavs picks. Yeah, so they'll bring back 3. They'll bring back 3. So they'll have a first and a second round. So they'll have the Mavs first, which will probably be. I don't know where that pick will end up. That's gonna be kind of tough. Nets. Good question. But that doesn't really matter. The second round picks are kind of So I mean, I'll stick with that for the Cavs for still. Well, Splash is done for the league, so we'll take him off because they can't bring him back, and he's done. This. This. Let's do this. Do I have to see? This is why I would. You guys aren't understanding what I'm saying. I think you guys don't understand. I think it's because you guys haven't seen the new rules for the assets. I think that's why. I think once you guys see how the new rules are laid out, it's probably gonna make more sense. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. But I'm going based off of what the rumored new rule is gonna be. Like I said, so Gradient, to explain it to you why I have them holding 2 is because for expansion, if they only hold 2, then because so the Bucks won't be able to bring back 4 no matter what because they don't have a first round pick. But if they only hold 2, then they won't need a first to bring back 2 more players. So they'll basically, the way it will probably work because the new rule is, so from what the rumored new rule is that if you want to bring back 4 before expansion, you have to give up your first and second round pick. So a team like the T-Wolves, right? The T-Wolves or the Warriors can basically give up their first and second, but then their 5th player is probably going to have to be selected in the 3rd round. So what happens is the first person they retain will be a free, no pick is required for that. Second will be the 4th, and then the 3rd. If you want to do it for expansion, it'll be the first and second. But if you want to do it after the expansion, then it's probably going to be a 2nd and 3rd. So then they'll be able to bring back 4. That's why I'm saying for the Bucks. Yes, I understand that. Yeah, but you guys understand what I'm saying? So the Bucks basically, if they hold 2 and they take their 1 player, they'll be able to bring back 4 players after expansion because only 1 player can get selected. So only Dimes would get Dimes would probably get selected to the expansion team, but then they could use their 2nd and 3rd round picks and bring back Daw 6 and Cease. That's why I'm saying they do 2. That's the whole reason. That's the whole reasoning why I'm saying 2. So, oh yeah, so easy. Yeah, easy. They can only pick 2. So that's why I'm saying that they do 2. So it's still probably going to be 3 picks. It's going to be 3 picks They have that option to give to use that last pick if they want, or they can just get a second round pick. But I think if they use that third one, then they yeah. But here's my thing. Listen, this last thing I'll say, Bobo, about this. Can you get a DOS 6 or a Cease in the third and fourth round? Can you get those guys? Like, that's my question to everybody here. What if they bring a player with them? I'm kind of confused on your question, Mom. Like, my thing is, the like that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna get a DOS 6 or a Cease. They'll go. So DOS 6 will go first round. Like, one of them is going to go to expansion, the other goes in the first round. Would you rather lose two of them or only one of them? Again, once the options get weighed out, no, I don't think you can get any of that. Like, you're not, but logically, what Champ says makes sense, but Lance's value of his core is interpretation. Yeah. You won't be able to get a dimes in the third or fourth round, but at least you'll have 4 of the 5 players from that championship team that you already have, and all you need to add is like that last piece, and it's gonna be a lot of digging to get that last piece. That's the reason why I'm saying this, but we'll see how the expansion rules go. So that's why I'm saying, like, this might look crazy now, and the people who aren't in this stream and they're gonna go see this when I post on social media are gonna be very confused. And like I said, maybe the rules are still being talked about. So until we have an official wording, this will probably have to be re-edited down the line. Yeah, you see, not like that's what I'm trying to explain to people. I I know it's hard to understand. Like, it's hard because like people don't really understand the new rule because it hasn't been like formally put out there like yet. But like I said, if the rules are the way I think it is, this will be skip the champs though. Hooks to Suns gaming. Yeah, I'm keeping it going. Like I said, Cavs, that's straightforward. Duck's going to get brought back here. I think what's going to happen in this offseason is we're probably going to see Duck try to get. Probably going to try to trade Duck, see if they can get a first out of him. I don't know who will do that, but like after his little run in 3v3, maybe there's a little value. It's a good time to trade him. Pete's gone, he's retired, so now they can't bring him back. Um, the Jazz are in hell. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The Jazz are in hell. God bless compete, man. They are in hell. This team is SOL. We're probably gonna have to bring back Follow. Maybe they can trade him for a third or fourth. I mean, a second. Maybe they get a second out of him. Not a third or fourth. Second. Jazz are in hell. And guess what, guys? You want to know something crazier? This is why I made this graphic for you guys. Jazz Gaming doesn't have a first round pick. Oh no, they are. That's why I'm saying. So another rule that's been getting conversated is teams might be able to only retain. So teams might have the option of only retaining one. So if it's organization wants to keep one player, that might be a thing too. I've heard that several times from multiple people now. That's something that could change too. But we'll see if that happens because that will change a lot of things too. Um, but I don't know how the pick. I don't know how that would work. Would they get a pick in the expansion? I don't know how that would work. So anyway, um, so now that's basically the Jazz. The Jazz don't have a first. They're gonna have to make something shake and maybe get a first from Duck. Riyadh to Warriors is needed. Rhea. There's a good chance Rhea could be traded this offseason, but it probably have to be multiple first. Maybe Rhea asks out because he doesn't want to be a part of a rebuild. Maybe he wants to go somewhere and win now. But at this point, the Jazz are in a rebuild. They had a player retire and player who got kicked out of the league. Kings guard. I mean, I think this is pretty much it. I don't think anyone else gets brought back on this team. I think it's going to stay the same as what I basically had it before. Lakers gaming. I think this stays like this because the Lakers right now, currently the Lakers do have two firsts. They have that Toronto pick, which would be probably a top 3 pick, and then they also have their own pick. So the Lakers they're going to have a top pick. They'll probably, and are you ready for this? All right, listen, guys, I'm about to drop. Listen, it's about to be a hot take. All right. Oh, hot, 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 hot. It's about to be a hot take. Are you guys ready for this one? Oh, I mean, maybe it's not a hot take. Reg will get traded, and the Lakers will select a top PG with that Raptors pick because it's probably gonna be a top 3 pick. So they'll probably get Spam, maybe Greens or whatever pick they get, and they're gonna trade away Reg, or they trade away Reg and get another first because Reg does not work in playoffs. That was shown. We saw that in Indianapolis. It didn't work out. It looked bad, and he will be traded. I'll predict it now. Like I said, I mean, they have a top 3 pick. I mean, I'm the only one that will say that, but I'm just saying they have a top 3 pick. I mean, they're probably gonna get top 3 pick. If they have 1 or 2, you're telling me that they see Greens or Spam that they're not thinking about that. Are you telling me they're not thinking about that? You can't sit here and tell me that Nacho is not sitting there wondering, should I take the chance on trying to get Greens? Should I, if you have that pick, I'm just saying, number 1 top pick PGs. Look, Jack and Cooks have won titles in their rookie years. Bear won a title in his rookie year. Greens, Spam, maybe one of them are next. So, Tack is gone too. Not gonna keep Tack. That team, they're gonna change the team. Tack is gone too. I don't think they're gonna bring back Tack. I don't think they're gonna bring. They're not gonna. They're gonna bring back Reg, but then they're gonna trade him. Well, if they have the 3 pick, then they're gonna keep. But there's still other PGs out there. Okay, all I'm gonna say. Watch. Just watch. Just watch. There's a good chance if that Raptors picks ends up being like the 1 or 2 pick, I would not be shocked. I would not. What happened to the Lakers in playoffs this year? Let's look at something. 4 turnovers, 4 for 9, 3 for 8. Yeah. I think this is a game where Reese played better. I think this is a game where he played better. Played better in game 2. Reese played bad this game. Yeah. I forgot they 2-0'd them. Done with their game. Far down the line. Reg can get you to the playoffs. Reg is good enough to get you to the playoffs, but I've yet to see him win in playoffs, so. How much better can a PG be than Reg? I mean, let me ask, if I run a poll in the chat right now, who would you rather have at your PG? Greens or Reg? Who you guys picking? I'm gonna do a poll in the chat real quick. Best thing is it's anonymous. Let me see something, chat. Who would you rather have? Who? Let me do a little poll here. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something in the chat here. Wait, hang on. Let's see something. Best part, guys. Like I said, this is anonymous. You guys don't even have to. Reg, spam or greens. All right. I'm running the poll for 5 minutes. We're gonna see what happens here. Who would you rather have as PG? Appreciate the host Kazuli with 80, man. Appreciate it. I didn't see that. I just saw it now, Kazuli. Interesting. It's interesting the direction the chat is going a certain direction. And the best part is you guys can't you have to use you can't use channel points to make votes. I wanted to see this. Interesting. I mean, Fab's in the draft too, guys. Just gonna put that out there. What if Fab and Chalk are in the draft too? What if Chalk's in the draft? You're not gonna go. You're not gonna take a chance on Chalk. You're not gonna take a chance on Fab. You're not gonna take a chance on. You're not thinking about those guys over Reg. Is Reg over all four of those guys? I just need to know now, because if Reg's over all four of those guys, then I don't know shit. It's not a hating type of conversation. Reg is a good player, but it's called having the conversation of players being traded. It's not hating. Reg is a good player. Reg will continue to be in this league. He'll always be on teams. But I just don't think that he can take that next step up. I think he can get you to the playoffs. He can win. But I just don't think he can get you further than that. That's how I look at it. Until he proves me otherwise, that's what he's done. His resume so far, he is not taking. He does not take deep runs in the playoffs. So, gotta show it. He has an MVP candidate on his team, and they lost to the T-Wolves. I mean, T-Wolves are a good team. Yeah, I'm using Chris. I was talking about rookies, but I'm just saying there's other people in the draft that can be in there too. They're not a bad team, but I'm just saying sometimes you might need to grab another player that might be better. Sometimes you got to grab even better players. Okay, the Bucks, they had to rebuild, right? They got Cooks Iverson to get to the title. Reg couldn't get him there, so they got Cooks Iverson. And they got Johnny Red. Obviously, the team was not as built as well as it is now, but they upgraded the PG position. Reg is a good player. I just think there's better PGs than him. I mean, yeah, Cooks has a better team, but Cooks is still a better PG. Cooks is a better PG than Reg. I don't think I just think that he is a better PG. I think it is not hating to say that there's better options out there than Reg. Reg is a good player, but I think there's better options in the upcoming draft. Cooks was able to take a Pistons team to the playoffs that was falling like he basically helped project that team to the playoffs. He helped project that like what problems are there to fix? What problems this Lakers team started out hot and progressively got worse. It has what team has stuck with a PG that long? I'm just being brutally honest, and I don't like to keep things like cookie cutter. I'm trying to be real. If you want to win this league, you got to make moves. And you got to be aggressive. Okay, the T-Wolves made a lot of moves to get that team together. They traded two guys from a championship team to bring in Kai. They traded with the Warriors to bring in Slaughter. They made another trade this year to bring in Shifty. You know, they're trying to work closer and closer to getting to that point of being a champion. Okay? Yeah, the Sixers make a lot of moves, but they're trying to always stay competitive. You got to make moves, and I think the Lakers roster is good. It can be better. Every roster can be better in this league. And I think the way that roster gets better is that with a draft class that is very promising for the PG position, you really highly consider maybe we should trade Reg and try to get one of these young PGs. And the chat itself, the chat voted 23 people said Greens, 7 said Reg, and Spam was 7. So it's clear if there's an opportunity to get Greens, maybe you should consider trading Reg. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't think there's a lot of PGs out there. Like if they end up with a later pick, then stick with Reg. That's fine. But if you have one or two, you might want to consider maybe moving Reg and taking one of those guards. If Chalk's in there, I'm looking at Chalk over Reg. That's the truth. Every stream is on a VOD, Reg. Every stream I've ever made has been recorded. It is never gone. My streams never delete. Like I said, I think you're a good player, Reg. I just think there's better options. And I think that hopefully, just like Cooks, when I said Cooks in Vegas, when I doubted Cooks, he proved me wrong and he went and won a title. I would rather you prove me wrong and go win with the Lakers in playoffs. I don't care if you win a couple tournament games and get some points and make it to the playoffs. I want to see you take it further. Crazy regressed after everyone stopped guarding him from the 3-point line and getting free cuts. Most of the points, fast breaks were getting, most stops. Every PG regressed for. They can definitely win with Reg. They win with Reg, but it's about trying to compete for a title. That's what we're all trying to win here. We're all trying to compete for a title. It's not about just winning, it's about winning the championship. The T-Wolves want to win a championship. The Warriors want to win a championship. Will I be shocked if the Warriors make a bunch of moves this offseason? Not at all. Not at all. Will they? Maybe not. But if every roster stays the same, how do you expect for things to change? Like, players get better, yes, but also there's moves you can make to make your roster better. I mean, yeah, some teams will stick it out and keep that same core together and it'll work out better. And some teams will make new moves and it will also help them as well. It's, it's one of those things where it's a catch-22, okay? It's really just, I'm looking at it from one lens, and then there's the other lens of Reg staying there and making the team better, continue down the line. That's just how I'm looking at it. I'm just trying to look at other perspectives besides just the straightforward answer. But the Bulls trading Bear, then he stinks. Yeah, he sucks, man. Trade that guy. He's ass. Who's projected to have top 3 picks? As of right now, that Raptors pick is likely a top 3 pick. That Raptors pick is definitely a top 3 pick. They're one of the worst teams in the league. Definitely a top 3 pick. Yeah. So I'll show you guys because, like I said, I made the graphic, and like I said, I'll take the time. I took the time to make the graphic, so at least show you it. Yeah. So the Lakers have this Toronto pick, which can be a top 3 pick. Like I said, I'm trying to bring different perspectives because right now, I'm sure I've sparked a lot of different ideas in people's minds on how expansion can go and how the draft can go. Because I've thought these things through. Not saying that they're all going to be right, not saying they're all going to be perfect, but I am trying to create different conversations besides just the straightforward answer. Why would you swap PGs? I mean, why would you swap any players on your roster? If every team was so like this league is progressively getting more and more competitive every year, you got to adapt. And if players aren't adapting and getting better, you got to make different moves. I think that Reg is a good player, but do I believe that he can progress to be still one of the top guards in this league? I don't know. I mean, as of right now, the Western Conference, you have a Bucks team that is probably going to be able to bring, will probably still be good next year. You'll have a Blazers team that will have a bunch of top picks and probably will end up back in the playoffs if they pick right. Because historically, teams who have multiple picks in the first round, besides Celtics crossover gaming, end up in the playoffs. Knicks, the team with the number one pick usually ends up to go pretty far. Like if you have a lot of picks, your team definitely makes a huge jump, which the Bucks showed that this year. Having a lot of high picks, obviously you got to make the right picks, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Blazers are one of those really good teams next year because they have a bunch of picks and they have a bunch of high picks probably because actually their picks their own pick will be pretty high. That Blazers pick could probably be a top pick too. That could be like a top 3 pick. Jazz probably in between, maybe Pacers in between, but it's really gonna vary. I mean, again, it's enough on Reg. I'll leave that alone. Reg's not a bad player. It's not about Reg being a bad player. It's about better players in the upcoming draft is how I look at it. But anyway, going on to the next team, like I said, we got a little caught up in that one because you guys were going crazy on that. But yeah, I think these are the 3 they bring back. They have their first round picks next year. They're not going to bring back 4. You have your 2 firsts. I don't think you're going to bring. I don't think either of those players you give a first up. I mean, definitely not. So I see they bring back 3. They'll just have these 2 picks right here, and they'll get their players right here. I mean, what? Let me ask you guys this question: what lock is worth the top? If they have a top 3 pick next year, are they taking a lock? Like, should they just take a lock with that top Lakers pick? Like, what are you doing if you're the Lakers and you have a top 3 pick? Like, is there a lock in this upcoming draft that I don't know about that's worth it? I mean, we don't know yet, but I'm just saying, is there a top 3? Like, if you have a top 3 pick, I'm just saying, like, if you have a top 3 pick and like a mid first round pick, is there, is it worth it? Is there a power forward or small forward out there right now? No. That's what I'm just saying. Anyway, going on to the Mavs. So Mavs, Zay is gone. Is gone. Likely, sounds like it. He's in the same situation likely as Flash, so he's probably gone. Change this to white. All right. So he's gone. Symptoms. I mean, he had a good finish, but he's probably still gone. Jake's probably gone. They might need to bring back Symptoms because I don't think they have. So the Mavs picks, they have a second. So they would still have the Cleveland third. I mean, God, they don't have anything. They might need to bring back 3. They might have to just bring back 3 because of how bad it is. Appreciate the sub, Swan. Appreciate it. You're trading Reese for a lock. That's interesting. That's an interesting avenue to look at it too, Frank. I like, and that's my thing though. There's so many perspectives to look at with that Lakers team. They have a lot of options, so I don't hate that perspective. Like, I'm open to that perspective. I think that's actually a good thought. Again, it's about what lock you can get out of that, but there's a lot of different moves you can go. There's a lot of directions that team can go right now. And I just don't think that they'll have the same. I don't think that Lakers team is the type of team that you just run it back. I think that they do need to make some moves and kind of build a little something different. I think that they have something there, but I think that they could definitely mix some things up to get more of a stronger core. You don't get rid of Grim Reaper. I mean, I don't think you get rid of. Again, I'm just saying it's a dumb take. It's just a thought, just an idea. Grim Reaper. This is funny, man. Steve, definitely, I gotta see when your streams are back. By the way, Steve, if you want to use this graphic right here, let me know because I can send it to you. Because I know that you'll probably be doing content somewhat soon. So if you want this graphic, this is the draft picks, stuff like that. So let me know if you want this graphic. But anyway, as I was saying, where were we at? Going back to Retainment, Mavs, I mean, I want to say 2, but they might need to bring back a third. But I don't think they bring back Symptoms. It's been pretty interesting in here. I'll say that for now. Yeah, they can run it back, but are you using if you had a top 3 pick, are you using it for like I mean, like I said, we'll see how pre-draft goes. Pre-draft will judge. You know, they might need to trade back. They might like as if you have a top 3 pick, are you taking a power forward with that pick? Are you taking is there a lock out there in this upcoming class that I don't like that we don't know about that could be worth a top 3 pick? Or maybe they could trade it to another team. They could trade that top 3 pick to another team, maybe. I don't know. What lock is the most tradable right now in the league? That's another option. They could trade like a top. If they get a top 3 pick, they could trade it to a team. Yeah, I don't know what's a lock that's worth a top 3 pick in the league. Yeah, like you could trade for a top lock, but who is it? You know what I mean? Because I don't know. Crush. I don't hate the Crush one. That's the one that it's funny because like I agree with that one, but at the same time, like I don't know if they want to let go of Crush. I don't know if they want to let go of Crush. Oh, they'll probably run it back. Crush is probably that best option. I like the Crush one. I like the idea. I like that idea. It's a good thought. Get chaos. Mm-hmm. Waiting until 23. Okay, but there's a lot of options that the Lakers could go with. And like I said, I named one option, but you can run it back with this team. If you don't feel like there's better options and you feel like you're better off getting someone in the class or maybe getting crushed to the Lakers, that wouldn't be bad. If you could get crushed to the Lakers, that might be interesting. That's not a bad idea. But I don't think any of these other teams are trading their locks to them for that. And maybe you can get bread from maybe you can get bread. No, bread. I don't know how bread would work with this team. There's a lot of scenarios, but anyway, I'll stick with that for now. 3 Mavs. I don't know. The Mavs might have to break 3 because they don't have it first, but I'll do 2 for now. Um, but I don't really like their situation at all, to be honest with you. Um, they can hold 4, but they have. So the rumor is you got to give up your first and second for expansion. Yeah, I won't use your information without your permission. Crazy to Kings. That's crazy. um, Pacers, Danny, Reed. I don't think Rain's gonna get brought back. This was that churn. Even though they did like that trade, I'm pretty sure they gave up something. Didn't they get their first up for that? I remember the exact trade. You're finally a good GM, Fab. About damn time. It only took you 5 years. I don't know if he's done with the league. He might just have like a 1 year type thing. It is a little like the retaining is a little confusing if you're new to it. There is teams that will blow up, but I don't think the T Wolves or the Warriors are those teams. The Warriors could make moves, but I also think that they are a team that is like I don't think that there's many options for them to really like upgrade at like they kind of like it's I look at the Lakers a lot different than I look at the Warriors, and maybe it's just because the Warriors have been the Warriors and Lakers they made it to the same round, so a lot of people you can use that argument like, oh, why do you look at the Lakers like this, but the Warriors like this? I think it's just history. I think it's just the built up of what that roster has and the talent they have versus the talent of the Lakers. I just look at the talents differently. So, um, so if there, so the retainment rule, the rumor of the new retainment rule is you give up a first and second to bring back four before expansion. So I think they'll bring back this four right here before expansion, and that will be their team. Same thing for the T Wolves because they have a first. So wait, do the T Wolves have a second? Yeah. So both these teams will give up these picks right here, and they'll be able to bring back four. Like if they do that, because that's, and then they'll probably be left with a third in the draft to go get their fifth player. Which I mean, they could possibly just get DJ again, but DJ might get selected high because DJ's a very good shooter. DJ's also a very good energy guy, so he's probably going to get selected a lot higher. But I mean, never know. But um, getting back to the retainments though, yeah, I would say that these two teams are probably going to stay the same. They guys got to finish on stage. They're good teams. They're contenders every. They've been contenders for the last couple of years. This Pistons team is kind of interesting. Wait, what do the Pacers have? What picks do the Pacers have? They have that Sacramento first, which could be a pretty high pick. Um, Orlando second, Portland third and fourth. Um, Pacers are a little interesting. I don't think they. I mean, I think they keep three. It's kind of weird seeing Wolf be off that team though. I don't know. They're an organization that definitely like character wise, that's been their guy since day one. I don't know if they could let go of him. At least he, bring Fast to Warriors, Fab, Mama reunion. What did you say? What do you say? What teams are gonna blow up in your opinion? Um, if I would say a team that's probably gonna blow up, I think Walnut's gonna get traded off the Cavs. I don't think he wants to actually be there. I think he was like just finishing the year up, but I think he's gone. I don't know if the Lakers want to blow up, but there's with the way their assets are laid out, there's a chance that they could, in my opinion, because of the way their picks are laid out. I could see the Sixers blow up after what happened in playoffs. Knicks will stay together. Um, I mean that team's blown up for sure. The Raptors on. There's a chance the Wizards blow up. I think that after being it's that kind of like that end of the dynasty thing. You could see Dave Fry kind of like a gentleman's thing from his organization get traded to the Mavs. It's kind of been a conversation a lot of people have been having that could probably happen. Um, but we haven't gotten to the East yet. I'm still doing protections over here. Um, but as I was saying, yeah, the Pacers. I don't. I mean, Wolf won't get taken, but see them do this. Um, Pistons and season. He won't get brought back. That could get brought back. I heard that Charger could get brought back too. Who's the worst 3v3 PG or PG? I think there was a lot of people that weren't that good at 3v3. There's a lot of people that didn't take 3v3 seriously. So I think 3v3 is hard to judge. I'll be honest with you. I don't really know. I'm still trying to understand 3v3 as a whole when it comes to just like skill gap of thing. Like there's a skill gap, but it's like it's kind of hard to really like the playoffs was very interesting to watch because that was more of like the better side of 3v3. But I think a lot of people are still learning it, and I think it's going to be a lot more competitive. I don't. It's kind of like the 2K League in the early seasons. Like, dude, no one ran plays in season one like that. Now you see teams running plays every day, so the league has become a lot more competitive in the 5v5 end of things. I don't think that we really saw like we saw some plays in 3v3, but it wasn't like 3v3 has to establish its competitiveness like a little long. It needs more time in the league. 3v3 was the Wild Wild West. Like Pistons, like I love the Pistons. Congratulations to them, but like it was kind of random that the Pistons won it because it was a team that like was good and they're up and down, but like you got a team like the Wizards and Pacers who had both won tournaments, and this Pistons team comes in and wins it. You know what I mean? Like Pistons are good, but it's just like I felt like the Wild. It was really just anyone's game in 3v3 because people were still like just trying to like really understand 3v3 from a competitive end of things, and it takes a lot of time. So a lot of these guys don't play it. Might have burner, don't worry. Crazy. But, what did I just read in my chat? Yo, mama, are you what? Yo, hey, yo. Yeah, I mean it's everything. Let's go. Yeah. Yo. I think this Pistons team, I mean, there's a chance, they win a three. I think they could bring back the 3v3 squad they had, but I think this could be the possible team to bring back. But they might bring back Charger too, because like they won something, so they might just be like, and it's sometimes just relationships, so they could bring back four. Um, this team, I think both these teams are gonna go this exact route. The Warriors and the Wolves, they've stayed the same. I don't think it's changed. This was my prediction before everything at midseason. It's still my prediction. Dukes, I don't think they hold on to Seam. I think that they're gonna hold on to Magenta. I don't know what this Dukes team so because the Dukes could have had Cooks Iverson in the expansion. Yo, Chris, that's crazy, bro. I mean, they'll probably bring back Charger and Bag. I can see them. They're feeling good. Maybe they feel like they need that one more piece for 5v5. Oh, I'll have them bring back. Oh no, but to give up a first, no. I don't know if I'd give up a first for Charger. That's what I'm doing. I'm updating it as we're going. So I'm changing. I've been changing them this entire time. Like some of them I'm sticking with. No, the ones that are in red are the ones. Do you see the color coding? So like I've changed a lot of them. I'll also fade them out. I haven't been fading them out. That's what I need to be doing. Let me fade these out for you guys at least. You can't. The only way you could bring back five is if somehow you. So you'd probably have to bring back. You'd probably have to have someone take one of your players in expansion, and basically you would probably have to bring back. So you'd probably have to do two, then bring the other two, and then trade your. For team would probably have like it's like really hard. Like you'd have. I don't know if it's possible. You probably would have to bring back two. Expansion team picks your player, bring back your other two, and then trade your pick away for the player that they took in expansion for you. So it'd be really hard. I don't know if it's possible, but that's probably how it would have to work. Fogel. They're not bringing back. They're not bringing back Mario. Mario could end up being one of the coaches of the team. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think they bring back three. They let go Simo. Um, and they maybe get a new Then maybe they're gonna get one of the top PGs. Maybe they get Greens. I could see the watch this guys. Watch Duke Symphonitas get the first overall pick. They get Greens. Wouldn't that be something? I think the Sixers did it one time. I don't think from what it sounds like, I don't think Zay's coming back. From the information I've been hearing, it doesn't sound like it's coming back. I don't know if it'll be a 1 year, it'll be indefinitely, it'll be it forever. I don't know. All I know is he's didn't play for basically the whole year. He was here in the beginning, he's gone now. It's on him. Uh, I don't know all the exact details. I'm not gonna say things I don't know, but as of right now, likely gone. Eyeball green. I don't know if the league will ever come out and be transparent about it. I don't know. I mean, that's for Zay to share, not me. That's for Zay to share, not me. Anything goes for Splash. Because it's them, not me. I'm not gonna say something on them. They can, if they want the information to be out there, they'll put it out there. I'm not airing out that dirty laundry. I don't do that anymore. I'll let them take care of that. They got DMs. They ain't too Hollywood. If they want to answer, they'll answer you. So I think as of right now, this will be what I'll have for protections. So Blazers, randoms and bread, Cooks and Johnny. If this is all depending on the rule. If the rule isn't the way I think it's gonna be, then I bring back dimes and just do that three. Um, this won't be Antoine Doc and Walnut. This team, I don't think they have a choice. This is probably their three. Kings, yeah, that's probably that. Lakers, Lakers can go a lot of directions. Probably right now, what it would be. Um, yeah, it's always the least retained. That and lockdown, always like this every year. Historically, every year it's like this. That's why it's one of the hardest jobs in the league. Um, this team could bring back. I think they could bring back symptoms just because they don't have high picks, so they might bring back symptoms. I think that Sick gets traded from this Mavs team. I think that they'll trade. Compete retired Jamal. I don't know if you saw Compete retired. Done. Um, yeah. Um, so Cam, I know that you weren't in here. So if the rule is how I think it's gonna be, the new rule. So if you bring back two, it can open the window for them to bring back four. So like the Bucks don't have a first round pick, so they can't bring back four players. But if they bring back two, they might with the way the new rule works, they might be able to bring back the other two on the other side of the expansion, so they'll be able to bring four players back. So I'm looking at as though they can bring back instead of going into the season with like Cooks, Johnny, and Dimes and having like a third and fourth. I'm looking at it as though you have Cooks, Johnny, Dawsik, Cease, Dimes can take an expansion, and you just try to replace Dimes with a later pick in the draft, which is pretty hard. But that's the thinking I'm going with right now with why I'm doing this. I get the logic of doing Cooks, Johnny, and Dimes. That's the probably common thought through everybody. But if the rules are the way I'm being told they're going to be, that's why I'm doing it like that. Flash retired, but there's different types of retirements in the league. Okay, there's a lot of different there's some different retirements in the leagues. Flash is just like a retirement, but it was kind of like is it really a retirement? I don't. As of right now, no one else is retired, but I would not be shocked if there's other retirements. Um, let's see. Everybody else over here is good. I think all this is basically gonna be my protections for now. For the Western Conference right now, so we'll keep this as it is. And if we see the official ruling on how it's gonna go, then I'll change it. But stick with that for now. Going over to the Eastern Conference. So the Sixers right now, their assets, they have a first, so they can bring back four. They can't bring back four for the expansion, but they can bring four after expansion. So the way it would work for the Sixers, they'd bring back their first player, they'd bring back the second player, and they'd give up their fourth. Third player is a third pick. Then after expansion, they could sacrifice their first, but then all they would have is an Indy third to get their basically their lockdown. So like I said, I think the Sixers are going to make trades. I think this Sixers team's going to blow up. I think that they bring back 4, and then they blow up the team. I think I would not be surprised if you guys are going to call me crazy. I'm about to get yelled at again. The chat's about to be pissed. I would not be surprised if Dre gets traded. I wouldn't be surprised if 630 or Dre gets traded. One of these two could get traded, or they keep them together. I'm just saying, like, Jeff makes a lot of aggressive moves, and maybe Jeff doesn't. Like maybe he feels his core doesn't work. But I'm saying I'm throwing the bone out there. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm saying that I would not be surprised if this team gets blown up and there's different people on this team. Yusuf could probably get traded. He tried trading Yusuf before. Maybe he trades Yusuf away. Yeah, the Grizz team. Like I said, when I get to the Grizz team, but there's a good chance. But I think they bring back 4. They might do. They can't bring back 4 before expansion. So these are protections. So if the protections are the way that it is, they'll only be able to bring back. They'll only be able to protect 3. So I just want to let you guys know how expansion works. You can only so they if it's retainment, they'll probably bring back 4, but one of their guys has to go out in expansion because they don't have a second round. So if the rule is the way that it's been portrayed to me, then the Sixers can't bring back 4 before expansion. So according to protections, these are protections, not retainments. But according to protections, they'll only be able to bring back 3 before expansion, and then they can bring back their 4th player after the expansion. So this is basically like my thoughts before expansion. So I think DT will be brought back. Let me rename this protection so you guys aren't getting confused. Because there's a difference between retainments and protections. Something I actually used to confuse protection and prediction. So. But they'll only be able to protect 3 for expansion. So no matter what, DT or Yusuf probably be out in expansion. This team is weird because I don't know what they're gonna do. Because they'll probably bring FT back again, but I think he could get traded. Hazo is gonna stay. W name change. I'm not gonna announce the expansion team. But good chance we have a team. But we'll see. Every year we say that, and then something else happens. But we'll see. I think they bring back 3. But Trey had a good finish of the year, so it's kind of weird. It's like, do you give up a first and eventually the Celtics have to change their team, right? Like, he would Trey's not a bad shooting guard. He's not terrible. Let me see something real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking at something. Around average. How is his shoot? Sorry, these stats I can't show publicly, guys. So I'm just looking at league stats for a second. So. And Trey was one of the better shooters in the league this year. He was actually a pretty efficient shooter, 3-point wise. Yeah, Trey was top 3 in field goal percentage at shooting guard. Pretty good. Where's he at 3-point? Trey was the number 1 shooting guard at 3-point shots. He shot 55%. He was the number 1 shooting guard for 3. So they're probably actually going to keep. Probably got to keep Trey, right? Can't let go. Not bad shooting guard. How many? Where's he averaging? He like. I wonder where he. Like, if he's tempted. He is on the lower end of the amount of attempted threes, but he is efficient when he does get the shots. He also has FT, who takes probably a lot of shots away from him. FT takes a lot of twos though. Yeah, they probably gonna have to. They probably hold on to FT. I don't see why not. They got it first. Yeah, they got it first. They got all their picks. This isn't Kingswell. This is an old. This was from back in the midseason. I haven't updated it yet. I should. I knew I should have made another graphic because people are gonna get it confused. Um, I haven't gotten to them yet. Gen G is not holding on to DJ anymore. DJ's gone. Um, as he's gone. Probably the three they keep. I think they go with these three and then go through the draft. BP Authentic Spartan. I heard Authentic might retire. Uh, yeah, I heard Authentic might retire, but I think these are the three. Hawks. This was early on. I could see this. I think the Hawks still stay the same. Um, the Heat need to get a PG. Oh yeah, picks of the Heat have all their own picks. You don't think BP should get retained? Um, that's true. I mean, what? Let me look at something on BP. BP was like, what is an average for points per game? How's his turnovers? How's his turnover ratio? His turnover ratio though is pretty good. One of the better in the league. He had a 4.5 for his turnover ratio. Wait. Oh wait, no, that's not. Oh wait, never mind. I lied. I was looking at the wrong stat. Sorry, I'm looking at analytics because I was interested to see where he was and some things. They might not hold on to BP. Yeah, actually, it's kind of tough. I could see them hold VP, but I also don't. But like, what picks do they have? They have all their own picks, right? The Grizz, yeah. So yeah, I could see that. I actually might. Yeah, I'll go with that. Actually, I don't think they hold it. There's a chance they don't, but there's a chance. I mean, BP kind of back and forth. It's kind of like team also makes a lot of interesting decisions over the years, so would not shock me if they kind of go different. Yeah, got non-playoff teams keep their teams. Some teams are keeping players to trade. Too much green on this motherfucker. I think some teams are using players for trades. I think this team's right. There's only going to be 15 league spots actually. Well, this next team's going to keep. I think they're going to keep their whole team. Oh, but the Knicks don't have a first. Uh oh. Uh oh. You gotta let one go. Sorry, Sticky. Sorry, Sticky. I honestly I would keep Stick over Glow, but I don't know that center is like how you don't know if you'll get a center in the next draft or not. Yeah, rate. Yeah, that's true. The Knicks won't be able to keep they won't be able to keep four. Magic. That's probably the Magic team. That's probably what the Magic will do because the Magic have their own first. Have a second. Yeah, they'll have a third. I wonder if they can just go their second for that. Yeah, he's probably gonna get taken expansion. You think center is way easier to replace in the top block? I mean, I don't disagree. I don't. I, it would be a mistake. It's tough to. It's tough because Glow would. It's probably gone. I mean, if I think they can hold on to Stick. I would personally hold on to Stick, but it's just, dude, center is really. I mean, they could look at it as like we just got to go find a really talented player to replace Glow. Glow will be gone. Someone's taking Glow. That's going to be a tough one for them. I do I think that actually they probably would keep Glow's good. Glow's not bad, bro. Um, I don't have an official update, but I have heard good things on both ends for both players. We'll see with Chalk. I don't know about Chalk's situation. I'll try to see what I can find out. Chalk's situation, I don't know. I think Fab will, but I don't know about Chalk. Um, by the way, JT, if you want this graphic, let me know. I can send it to you, so you don't get like a blurry version of the graphic on like Twitter. I can send this to you. This is all the pics and stuff like that, and like basically right now. So just DM me if you want it, because I can send it to you too. Uh, I'll let you know how many spots are available once I get this done. Yeah, I mean we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if they'll be able. But you think? Do I think he'll fall to a two team? I still think you could go first round. I think that I could see a team like the Jazz, who let's say they trade away. Let's say the Jazz trade away Duck and get a late first, and you're dropping in the draft. I can see the Jazz pick you up, and then it's you and Rhea, and then you build around that. That'd be a pretty glitchy team. There's a good chance the Jazz could have someone fall to them, but it's a really big if. The Jazz got to trade Duck and get a first. That's that simple. But anyway, as I was saying, Nets. The Nets give up. Do the Nets bring back? Let me see the Nets picks. Well, they'd probably sacrifice their. They probably would bring back four and then just bring back their and get their fifth player in the draft with their own pick. They'd use that. They'd probably have to use the Milwaukee pick. I wonder if it did. Does anyone know if they have the option between what first they can use? I mean, you'd be surprised. I've seen some crazy things in the league over the years, man. I just saw Antoine get traded from Mama, and Antoine wasn't doing well. He's done a lot better on the Cavs, but I can't take away his performance on the Cavs. But at the time, Antoine wasn't looking too well, and we traded him for Mama, who was playing pretty well, in my opinion. I that's just I don't know that there's been some crazy trades in this league over the years, so I would not put it out the. I would not be surprised if someone somehow finds a way to get a first for Duck. Um, this team will probably bring back four, and then they'll just have to get their guard in the draft. That Nets pick. Watch them get Chalk back. Wouldn't that be funny? Raptors. I'm not changing the Raptors one. A lot of people are gonna say, why not Saint? I think this organization is gonna go in the direction of content. They've always been building towards content. I think they stick with fandom because of that. Uh, Imagine if they all come back. Well, we'll see how the vaccination rules are, so we'll see. Not saying they all left because of that, but I'm saying like there's definitely some factors. Can you trade future years? Yeah, and that can happen though, JT. You like he's done that before. No, you can't trade that far ahead. So you can trade. So after expand like so once expansion starts, you can trade picks in the season 7 draft. Technically, once expansion starts, you could trade like, but you can't trade further than that. But yeah, this is what the Wizards can do. The Wizards are probably going to blow up. Um, Raptors, I think this is the direction they go. Um, I might be surprised if Type might get traded. I don't know. There might be a chance for that. Yeah, I don't think Jack's coming back either. Um, but yeah, these are my protections for the Eastern Conference. Is there anyone on here that you feel that is not like who's a player that you like? Which all right? Which team do you guys think I'm the most wrong about? Because I don't think anyone's going to say any players on why they should not get retained. I don't think you guys are going to say like what's a player that you guys are shocked that I don't have getting retained. What's a player that you are shocked that I have getting retained or protected? DT over Yusuf. Um, that's actually a good one. I actually do like that. I would probably change that one actually. That's actually one that I didn't really. I kind of skipped over that one. Think about it because he did almost trade Yusuf. Yeah, I would change. I'll change that one. That one I missed. Yeah, I'll change that one. Um, yeah, Saint over type. Yeah, Saint. I mean, type is a good player. Trey was a top shooter in the league, though. JT. I mean, I'm not saying stats are everything, and it's on the eye test things too. Like you gotta watch the games, but I mean, yeah, he's a top shooter. Statistically he was one of the top shooters. The only thing is I don't think he takes as many shots. Smokey give. Yeah, Rigby's from what it sounds like they're probably gonna be bringing Rigby back on the I mean on the Hornets. And maybe the Hornets have a top pick. They get a good guard. Yeah, I think the Hornets will be in a very good position next year. The witness one. Yeah, I'm a little on the border with that one because like I think in the start of the year they wouldn't have done it, but as the year has gone, he's a little more likely. But It could be two. That's a team that I think could go to. I can see the Hawks definitely doing two people. I think I'm just taking like the more aggressive approach with that one. Denji have a first round. Here, I'll show you. Yeah. Denji has a first, yeah. They're not bringing back. Genji's not bringing back four. I don't think they bring back four. Who would be the fourth person? What do you mean? Why are you? Hot didn't finish bad, bro. Hot wasn't that bad to finish the year. I think they started off bad. Yeah. Do you want this graph? Do you want that graphic, JT? JT, let me know if you want this because I'll send you a version so it's not blurry for you. Because I had to directly send it to you so it's not blurry. So if you want these two graphics with the pics, let me know because I'll send it to you. Yo, Evan Fogel's crazy. He's using this as a recruitment. That's crazy. You don't know. I'm not talking. I can send you a Google like a PD like a. It doesn't have to be a Photoshop file. Just a regular picture of it. Like I can send you just a regular picture, and then you can like pull it up as like a reference. But if I'll send it so it's not blurry because if you take it off like when you download pictures, it depixelates it. That's what I'm saying. I can send you a clear version. It's not Photoshop. I'll send it to you because I think you'll use it. Just DM me if you want to use it. This is from Fox's thing. Like that Fox made collected the data. This is literally just the graphic version of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is literally what Fox made it. But you just let me know if you want it or not. You guys want me to run through some salaries real quick? I can update the all time rankings for the earnings. We can see because I think at this point we're basically done with retainments. Yeah, they got zero this year. Yeah. Um. Anyway, well, for now, this is gonna be our.
Hey guys.
Hey, appreciate the sub good. Appreciate it. Um. So, like I said, this will be for now until we have the official ruling of what the rule is. This will be my predictions for the Western Conference, and then this will be my predictions for the Eastern Conference for now. Um, like I said, I'll make sure to post this to YouTube. Make sure you guys go check out my YouTube when I post this stuff. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel when I do go to post this. I appreciate everybody watching the protection predictions for season 6 coming into the off season. Anyway, would you guys like for me to calculate the all-time earnings for you guys so you guys can see the top org? Because I have them. I have the like the new numbers, so I can probably tell you guys who the number one like the Wizards are still number one, but I can show you the updated version if you guys want. But I'd have to do it on I'll have to do it like on broadcast right now because it's a very I won't I'm not gonna show individual player salaries because I have not finished that, so I don't really want to like jump through that right now. So I can just like update all the teams. So Sixers. 617 60. Yeah, I'm updating it on like a different screen right now, so just give me a second, guys. 601 60. Same. 181 800 349. I'll be able to update this very fast. It's just gonna take me a couple seconds, guys. 563 760 91 60 183 400. Good, good, it's good. 5 6 640. Jeez, the Wizards. Oh my god, dude, the Wizards are crazy, bro. Dude, this Warriors. I mean, this Wizards organization is just freaking nuts. You guys are gonna be like, I mean, like, of course it's going up, like what it is. I'm doing it on like my Google Docs right now, and I'm just looking at it. It's insane. All right, here I'm about to have it all calculated for you guys in like a second. Give me a couple more seconds, guys, and I'll have it all done for you guys. Go. You do it by individual. What do you mean individual? Like you want to know like the number one earner in the league, don't you? That will take a lot longer, and I don't know if you guys have the patience for me to do that right now because I have to go through a lot of math with that one. That takes a little more time. I can do that like off stream and do another stream another day. Telling you, Dini is the number one all time. Dini's still number one all time. You guys. I can calculate Dini's for you. Do you guys want me to just calculate new Dini's? Because I know he's number one. I can just tell you what he made all time. You know what's crazy? Every esport does this, Bo. And this is the only esport that actually gets upset that I calculated. Every esport in the world does it. It's about it's not really about counting pockets, but it's knowing what 2K League, like professional 2K League players make. Because that matters from a perspective for people who do want to go for this league. Like, all right, how much money can I realistically make in the NBA 2K League? Like, what is the ceiling versus the floor? You know what I mean? So, obviously, a lot of people know what base salary is in the league, but what's the most I could make in this league? You know, well, like I'm about to show you. So, also what I found out is, so from prize pool winnings, organizations take 25% usually, and then there's taxes that obviously by state take things. So it's not as much as the number I'm going to show. This is kind of just a rough estimate based off of statistics, but from what I'm being told, every organization takes 25% from what a lot of people are telling me. So, like from prize pool earnings, they do it for every esport. If you look up how much Scump makes, they'll tell you how much Scump has made in winnings. Every esport does it. We're just a small esport, and it doesn't get reported on. That's why. Like the website that reports esports earnings, they haven't updated since 2018 for us. So that's just like There you go. Second. Go. Right, I'm about to tell you guys. I'll tell you Nadini's in a second. I'm just. Okay. All right. Oh, they missed the streams, Harris. Harris, did you get to see the fantastic graphic I made for us? This is the beautiful graphic I made for us. I think you'll like this graphic very much. But it might be less. It might be less than 25%. But I don't know the exact amount. Yeah. All right, I'm about to update this graph. I'm about to update this graphic for you guys so you guys can know who the number like all the rankings for organizations. So right now, still reigning number one in the 2K League and prize pool earnings is still Wizards DG with 400. So they're at $1.4 million in their 5 seasons of existence. Still in second place is going to be T Wolves Gaming. They are now at 698,000, going up 80,000 jump. The Sixers have just eclipsed over 600,000, so they are at 617 to 60. Uh, what did Famous create a TikTok for? Um, Warriors have actually dropped a lot. Actually, wow. Um, Warriors are the Warriors are all the way down to 6. The Bucks have now jumped to 4. Bucks all time are at 601. 60, so they went from 17 to 4 after winning that title. Knicks Gaming is still 5th with 563, 60. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to make room for these other teams. Yeah. Warriors Gaming has dropped too. They dropped a couple split places. Um, but the Warriors are right there. Pistons are good. That's where they're at. Up next is the Jazz at 3,960. Raptors Uprising is 301,700, so they stay the same. Blazers 287, 600. Hornets are the same. Uh, Celtics, Pacers are the same. Mavs are going to jump a couple teams. So Mavs are at 183. Heat Check Gaming is at 181. They up by 10,000 from playoffs. Pretty sure the Kings. Well, the Kings were here at 16th, right? Yeah, Kings are at 16th. Nets stayed the same. Lakers are jumping up a couple spots. 102, 100. So they're gonna jump up a couple spaces. Magic move. Magic are still underneath. 91, right? 60. Things are going to drop down a little. Lakers jump up. The Lakers started out at the beginning of the year with 0, for sure. Oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you how much they won in 3v3 in a second. I'll tell you both sides. I'll tell you in a second. So Gen G jumped up a couple spots. So, so let's just double check. I'm just gonna double check all these real quick. Um, 5. Okay. So Wizards are at 1,421,000. That's correct. Duels Gaming 698,900. 617 to 60 for the Sixers. 601 360 for Bucks. They jump out the fourth. Knicks at 563 760. Warriors 536 640. 372 for the Pistons. Jazz 349 160. 301 700. Blazers are 286. Wait, 287 600. 213 700 for the Hornets. 196 800 for the Celtics. 194 760 for the Pacers. 183 400 for the Mavs. Heat are 181 800. Kings 179 500. Nets 134 200. 102 500 for the Lakers. 92,500 for the Cavs. 91,360 for the Magic. 57 500 for Gen G. They've jumped up a couple spots. Rim Runners at 50K from 3v3. 47 500 for Grizz. And 40,000 for the Dukes Infinitos. Team handles 25. Hawks talent 20. Um, Change the timestamp on the right. Oh, 29th now. But oh yeah, that video was so funny of India and Dirk. So who do you guys wrestling vid was one of the best of the year? I just definitely was funny. How much was the threes finals worth? I'll tell you in a second. Let me I'll pull up my here. Oh, you guys want to know what Nudini made, don't you? Hang on. Let me just look at how much Dini made this year. Okay, so Wizards CG. So they made every retained player on Wizards CG this year made 122. So so Dini all time is at 468,310. So realistically, he's probably made like 300 something $1,000, like 5 years. He's made almost half a million.